challenges of caregiving, working a corporate job, and to maintain your own health is crazy. It's crazy. It can be very complex. In my series on this channel, it's about simplifying your life, especially those over 50, and just making every aspect of your life simple. And that may mean pausing to be able to step back and then move forward again. I've been taking a break to be able to really do a deep dive into caregiving for my mom, who is needing more 24/7 care around the clock, which leads me to sleep deprivation. Not so good for, you know, the weight gain, hormones, especially during menopause and post-menopause. I think you get that, but it doesn't have to be so daunting about the diet. And I think that's one thing that we can look at this week, is to simplify the diet, make things easier, make your life less stressful when it comes down to the relationship with food. I realized with the sleep deprivation that my weight has been ticking back up. And I'm really looking at 8 to 10 pounds that I'd like to get off this year. So we're coming towards the next birthday, which I'll be 55 years old. And I really don't want to see this extra belly fat that happens with the hormonal changes, metabolism slowing down. I know you understand this, but if we don't get the sleep, that's another issue. Right now, it's just about, what are you doing that's different or better than what you were doing in your 40s, your 30s, your 20s, about what you eat and how it affects you and how it affects how you feel, but also how you look. I know these are the things that I broke down into a simple process for myself, and maybe that's something you like to take one or two nuggets that you can implement in your own diet and how you approach the relationship with your food. I realize your frustration because I know I'm frustrated too. So we gotta give ourselves a break and give ourselves some grace. It's not our fault that the metabolism slowed down and that we have to now regroup and to readjust how we approach everything we do in life, because we have a new system. The body has changed, and even the distribution of weight has changed. Me personally, I'm not used to it. And so I really have to focus and realize what I eat and the things that I'm eating. If I feel stressed and I want to grab a snack, simplifying your diet is not about just the weight loss. I don't want you to take me in that way, that this is all about a weight loss type of videos. It really is about gaining the energy back that we once had as a 30-year-old, to regain the health, and also just to be able to feel good, and for your clothes to fit right and to be comfortable in your own skin. I know there's so many conflicting diet information out there. We have a lot of YouTubers like myself and many, many more that are fantastic and way better than I would tell you. But what I do notice is that I don't see a lot of us at our age that zeroes in on the type of diets that we really need. You have to customize it to fit you. And so instead of perfection, it's just about getting it done and doing it well enough that you'll see some results that you're looking for in the end. My decision to strip away the noise and to, just be able to hear myself within and listen to what your body is asking for, being nourished, because nourishment is key. And so now I know that I have to really zero in on higher protein meals, and even with a protein shake or something like that, might replace a meal. And portion control is still a big deal. At the same time, I know that I have to stay away from certain starchy products like pasta or white bread or something like that. A diet that's too complicated and that really makes you overwhelmed will fail, guarantee it. It happens every time. So we are looking at simplifying the diet and how do we get there. What I'm doing is back to just good old-fashioned focus on the whole foods, live food that breathes. You know, stick to the produce, stick to the meats for the protein. If you're vegetarian, sure, you can find protein in your vegetables like broccoli, things like that, spinach. But I realized that I needed to up my protein count, which the goal is really to get to over 100 milligrams of protein per day. Can be difficult, but not impossible. This is the strategy that I go by, and hopefully it'll help you as well. So I focus on whole foods, protein, portion control, and easy meal planning. Meal planning can be a waste of time if you are not someone who likes to meal plan. I'm one of those people. I do not really meal plan where I'm writing things out and I'm cooking and batch cooking like I tried to do and failed miserably, okay? So we're trying to keep everything simple, right? Simplify your life. I'm not trying to stress you out or stress myself out. What I do is I look at a grocery list that I have created for myself, that I buy the same foods, I eat the same things from week in and week out, because I know what works for me. And I am in the refrigerator once a week. I look at what am I missing, what have I already eaten, and then I'm going to replace it on the list that I am going to the grocery store with, and just shop that way because it keeps everything financially in check on the budget, as well as helps me to stick to the plan, which is meal planning, right? That's my form of meal planning. So just have a list every time you go in the store. If you're eating the right amounts for each meal time, whether it's 2 or 3 times a day, for me, it's 2 meals a day. And then I have a protein shake. So that's really my 3rd meal in a sense. Think about it on your list as meals that you eat throughout the week. And remember, if you are cooking from home, because that is the #1 rule here, is to eat from home at least 90% of the time. And when I cook my own meals and eat at home, then I know that I'm going to have leftovers from what I've made initially that night, and I may eat the same thing the next day or the day after. Portion control will automatically happen if you're eating enough per meal to satiate yourself. Then it will keep you from snacking in between meals. This type of meal planning, sticking to a grocery list and thinking about the meals that you eat throughout the week that match the grocery list, can be a game changer and simplify your whole diet that way. What if I screw up and I do a couple of days great, and then that next day I totally run off the whole regimen, but you're out and about and you're eating fast food? Okay, I get it. Okay, first and foremost, I would say do not beat yourself up. I try not to beat myself up because this comes back to my begin again method, is you can always begin again the next day. Definitely look at flushing your system with more water than you initially drink. I try to shoot for half my body size in ounces is the amount of water, give or take, that I should be drinking daily. So if I know I messed up that day and eating the wrong foods, first thing immediately in the morning, I'm drinking a good amount of water. It could be anywhere from 16 to 32 ounces. It'll get you ahead of the game that you're getting enough water in your system, but you continue to flush out the bad chemicals and things that we put in our body the day before. So it will help. Trust me, it would really help. Putting lemon and squeezing lemon in your water and maybe sprinkle a little Himalayan salt is very refreshing. It hydrates you more because you're getting electrolytes, and then that will start to curb the cravings for the wrong foods. So please subscribe if you haven't, if you want to learn more about simplifying your life and gaining more tips and that we can learn together. And please do leave a comment of what you're doing and add to the list of what is simplifying your diet in your 50s and what is really working for you to gain the health and the goals that you're trying to reach, whether it's losing weight or just toning up. I look forward to hearing your comments, and thank you so much for watching. And just remember, you can always begin again. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.